Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Arsenal tell important player he is staying, but another transfer could still go through. Arsenal have told Jakub Kiwior and his agents that they are keeping him this summer and that he is an important part of their plans, according to transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano. Speaking exclusively to CaughtOffside for his latest daily briefing column, Romano explained that the Gunners view Kiwior as a key member of their squad, while the Poland international himself was also never exactly desperate to leave the Emirates Stadium. Kiwior seemed more open to the idea of possibly returning to Italy, but one imagines the saga is now closed, with Arsenal doing well to keep hold of this versatile and reliable squad player who has rarely let the team down when he's been called upon, even if he faces an uphill challenge to become a regular starter. Elsewhere, Romano also provided an update of sorts on Arsenal winger Reece Nelson, whose future has looked in doubt at some points, but who still doesn't seem to have anything concrete on the table in terms of a late move away from the North London club. He said, Arsenal have told Jakub Kiwior and his agents 2 days ago that he has to stay as he is going to be an important player for them this season. Kiwior was never desperate to leave. He rejected approaches from the Premier League and he was only open to returning to Italy, but it was never closed. There have been plenty of stories about a possible Reece Nelson exit as well, but it depends on the proposals. And while I'm writing, there is still nothing close on this one. Arsenal have done well to sell the likes of Emil Smith Rowe, Aaron Ramsdale, and Edin Ketaya this summer, with those last two deals yet to be confirmed, but having both been given the here we go treatment by Romano. Mikel Marino on what he will bring to Arsenal's midfield. Mikel Marino has promised to fight for every ball following his move to Arsenal. The Spanish midfielder, who was a part of La Roja's Euro 2024 winning side over the summer, joined the Gunners from Real Sociedad on Tuesday in a transfer that could reach a value of £31.6 million. Merino will join Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard in what has the potential to be one of the most balanced and effective midfield lineups in the Premier League and Europe. As stated by Arsenal's official website, Merino won more duels than any other players across Europe's Big Five leagues last season. Rather than any Spanish official website, Merino won more duels than any other players across Europe's Big Five leagues last season. And rather than any Spanish flair on precision, it's these battling qualities that Merino is looking forward to adding to the Arsenal midfield. He said, I think that's a big part of my game and that shows the character that I have. I want to fight for every ball, and this is something that I learned when I was really young. Maybe you can win it or you won't. I'm not promising I will win every duel, but what I can promise is that I will fight for every ball with 100%. It's always tough to talk about myself in those kinds of terms, but I think I'm a hard worker. I want to call myself a good teammate. I like to work for the team with or without the ball. I'm always thinking about the collective aspect of the game. I like to play with the ball. I have a Spanish culture of football, counting the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Osasuna among his former clubs. Merino also already has experience in England, making 25 appearances for Newcastle United in the 2017-2018 campaign. And while his previous taste of English football wasn't so savory, Merino will look to use it to his advantage when adapting to his new surroundings at the Emirates. He said, I think it will be massive because of how tough this league is. If you come as a new player, maybe you don't realize it until you try it, but right now I have the idea of how this league is and how tough every game is. Obviously, talking with teammates or ex-teammates who are here, I know how high the standard is right now. You have to win every single game. I have a little idea of the stadiums, the teams, the atmosphere you are about to expect. It's always an advantage. Arsenal prepare to lose first team ace with his medical scheduled. Arsenal have been busy offloading players this summer. The Gunners have managed to let the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe, Charlie Patino leave the club in a permanent move, while Fabio Vieira has left in a season-long loan deal. More outgoings are expected in the final stages of the transfer window as manager Mikel Arteta prepares his squad for this season. The next two players heading out of the Emirates Stadium are Edin Ketia and Aaron Ramsdale. According to transfer specialist Fabrizio Romano, Ramsdale is said to have his medical at Southampton after the two clubs agreed a fee for the English goalkeeper. The Gunners are set to bank £25 million for their second choice goalkeeper, who warmed the bench at the club last season. Ramsdale has lost his place in the starting lineup since David Raya joined the club last summer in a loan deal. The former Bournemouth goalkeeper was dropped to the bench and struggled to get playing time all season. With the Gunners now signing Raya in a permanent move, Ramsdale was destined to leave the club for a new chapter in his career. The goalkeeper needs regular first team football at club level to make his claim for the England starting spot. Ramsdale was impressive for Arteta's team, but still the Spaniard decided to sign Raya as the Arsenal boss is an admirer of Raya's ability to play from the back. The Spanish goalkeeper won the Premier League Golden Glove in his debut season at Arsenal, and he has started the season perfectly with two clean sheets in two games. Now that Ramsdale is heading out of the club, the Gunners will be in the market during the next 2 days to sign his replacement. Arsenal submit €20 million offer for late signing following another deal being agreed. Arsenal have reportedly submitted a bid for the transfer of Espanyol goalkeeper Juan Garcia worth around €20 million, which is still short of the player's €30 million asking price. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on Arsenal working to sign Garcia, who has already agreed terms with the Gunners. Romano spoke exclusively to CaughtOffside earlier about Aaron Ramsdale leaving Arsenal for Southampton, and one imagines this bid for Garcia as part of the North London Giants' efforts to replace the outgoing England international, as Mikel Arteta will surely want a reliable backup behind first-choice keeper David Raya. Garcia has impressed in La Liga and could be a useful member of the Arsenal squad, even if he is perhaps not that likely to play very often. You never know, however, when injuries could strike, and Arteta will want to ensure his side can cope if Raya misses any games in the season ahead. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal can reach a breakthrough in negotiations with Espanyol, or if the La Liga club will stick with their stance that his €30 million clause needs to be paid in full. The 23-year-old looks a fine talent, and perhaps he could even be someone capable of challenging Raya for the number one spot at some point in the future. Arsenal and Liverpool offer 28-year-old attacker move unlikely due to injury concerns. Liverpool have been linked with a move for the Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman. The 28-year-old has been made available this summer, and the player has reportedly been offered to clubs like Liverpool and Arsenal. However, a report from the German publication claims that the English clubs harbor concerns regarding his availability. He has had his fair share of injury problems recently, missed 21 games last season, and the likes of Liverpool and Arsenal are cautious about making a move for him. There is no doubt that the 28-year-old French international winger could be a useful acquisition for both clubs. Liverpool needed more quality in the wide areas, but they have already signed Federico Chiesa from Juventus, and they do not need to invest in wingers anymore. They would be better off signing a quality central defender and a defensive midfielder. It seems unlikely that they will move for Coman before the window closes. However, Arsenal need more quality and depth in the wide areas. They have not been able to rotate players like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli due to the lack of options at their disposal. Signing the French international winger could prove to be a wise decision. He is at the peak of his powers, and he has proven himself at a high level with a big club. Coman knows what it takes to play for a club like Arsenal, and he could help them push for trophies this season. Apart from his qualities as a player, the 28-year-old has the experience of winning major trophies consistently. His winning experience could prove to be a valuable addition to the Arsenal dressing room as well. Arsenal will be hoping to win the league title this season, and they need advocate quality and depth in order to compete with Manchester City. It remains to be seen whether they can sign a quality winger before the window closes. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.